I woke up this morning, opened the news, and there was a leak from the London Toy Fair. And it was a image of what looks like Dicky Toys' RC remote control Bumblebee from the coming Bumblebee movie. And it even had extra images of what the official logo was going to look like, a whole bunch of stuff. I was like, oh, that's great. Went to work, came back, everything got wiped out. Apparently there was some kind of cease and desist. All of this stuff was not supposed to be posted publicly. But lucky for me, I at least managed to get that one image that I saw, which was that of the alt mode and the box and the packaging. So what's cool about this is that it shows more or less what Bumblebee's final design of the toy looks like for the RC toy, which we will assume is 100% what he'll look like in the movie. But the more interesting thing is the packaging itself possesses a really good look of Bumblebee in robot mode. And it's kind of hard to, like, I know when I first looked at it, I was kind of confused at what I'm looking at. Number one, it's still the Michael Bay design, unfortunately, so it's still that aesthetic. Still has that gas cap mouth and the head and everything like that. So if anyone that was hoping for a brand new look, unfortunately that's not the case. But he looks skinnier, and it looks like the
More
front,
svelte.
yeah, a lot more svelte with his arms crossed here.
Some attitude, giving you some
Yeah,
attitude, some side attitude,
some side attitude. It
some
looks like he
two.
has his headlights there right on the chest, so it looks like that's how the transformation is going to be, where just like the old Camaro and the new Camaro and every other Camaro he's been, the front of the car will make the chest again, as opposed to back in the day when he was a Volkswagen, the front of the car made his feet. So this is just it. The only reason to bring this up is just it confirms now at least 100% the visual look of what Bumblebee's robot mode looks like,
Yeah.
and gives us a better details. I mean, we've seen studio shots and recording shots of the prop cars and stuff, but now we have a pretty good idea of what the car looks like, assuming that this RC remote control Beetle is 100% true to how he's going to look in the movie. But I just wanted to just bring this up because this was an image that was online and then just disappeared. And I just wanted to just touch on it quickly because it's our first look at what Bumblebee is going to look like. So pretty interesting stuff. Anything you want to touch on?
I'm looking at the image here. So like he's got like this sassy side attitude, like yeah, attitude, and I'm noticing that since the Volkswagen engine is always in the back trunk, and we're seeing here in this image, it's like right in his like stomach crotch area, like the belt,
Mm-hmm.
and that normally would be the back end of the trunk where that part of the engine
Where the
is. No,
transformation would be, yeah. No, it's
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not expecting it to be 100% with the
Oh no, of
transformation,
course
but
not.
that's just interesting that you put the engine would be that in that area. I'm just
I'm just
like seeing little bits and stuff here, and I'm like, oh,
I'm
okay.
just surprised how thin they made him. I'm assuming it's maybe just this early image. Again, it's I always say this is like the early control art stuff that we're going to probably see everywhere in the coming weeks, and then when the movie comes out, this is going to be on folders and posters and everything. I know it was the same thing like when the last night came out, Hot Rod had like this one piece of art that was used for everything,
Yeah.
and it doesn't 100% reflect how he looks in the animation model of the movie, but pretty close to that. But again, this gives us a good idea what we got.
and and also I'm happy to see him as the Volkswagen, in the in the main. I guess I would just say the movie verse is quote unquote the main universe that they're focusing on, and that we're getting Volkswagen Bumblebee in the movie verse slash a toy of him that's specifically meant for the West kind of thing,
Yep.
and that just means more Volkswagen stuff, more Volkswagen
Well,
owned stuff.
technically,
Chugging along, just hitting
technically
that Porsche stuff soon.
the
Here we
club.
go.
Well,
Here we
yeah.
go.
Well, if you mean jazz, then yeah.
Coming. It's
Uh,
coming. It's
um,
coming.
what I think, well, the first time any of us in America, after all those years, like we had that masterpiece Bumblebee that was brought over here based on the Volkswagen. So that was like the first time the can was opened up again for the West,
Hmm.
where it was okay to now do that.
Yep.
Volkswagen, of course, had a long and interesting history with toy brands saying that they don't like their products being used and related to war machines and war product for obvious reasons because of their history
Hmm.
during World War II. And that, of course, like Wendell said, also applied to Porsche, BMW, Mercedes, all the German companies that kind of had a connection to a certain
Party.
army or party during the 1940s that Germany likes to kind of forget was a thing. But
I wouldn't say they forget. It's just like
they want to forget.
they want to be like,
Yeah.
we've gotten better.
So it was always been a bit of a contention for years to have Bumblebee be a Volkswagen because of Germany just going like, well, we don't want our
Hmm.
Volkswagen Beetle, which by the way was created by Mr.
Said
Hitler
person.
himself.
The antagonist of this movie. No,
Yeah.
if
Maybe,
this movie isn't this movie. No, wait, no, this movie's not taking place in World War II.
no, this is
Excuse
going to
me.
be 1987. So
That was just part of
the only antagonist in
my
1987
bad.
is bad 80s hair probably. So, but
But no, I wouldn't be surprised if Jazz shows up as that Porsche in this movie.
that's
Jazz,
that.
prediction.
You know what? In all honesty, I would be very surprised if they don't use this opportunity of this movie to have a whole bunch of characters show up, even in a cameo form. For it to be only two robots in this movie,
Hmm.
um, man, they better really milk those two robots then, if that's the case, because that's what we've been told thus far. Is that there's only so far two characters really confirmed.
Yeah.
But from a Cybertronian origin standpoint, so again, just wanted to just bring this up, just to touch, I guess, on this product that we're showing you.
Hmm.
It's an RC car by Dicky Toys. It has glowing lights when you turn it on, so it has like headlights. It's 1 by 24 scale, which is the larger die-cast vehicles that are to give you an idea of scale. 1 by 24 is usually for full-size vehicles about 10 inches long, sometimes 8 for a Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah.
And it's your basic RC car. It goes all the directions, front and back, left and right. That's all about it, really.
Yep.
So there was, with this post, there was a huge list of other items that were going to be shown at the London Toy Fair. Again, unfortunately, all of that stuff was wiped out. I didn't back any of that stuff up. We will probably end up be talking about this in the next couple of days anyways. But so far, this is our first look at B.